because someone has fed you tainted drugs. I don't want anything to do with drugs on these things. If you don't like it, fuck you. Peer-to-peer. If I'm negotiating with someone, they're my peer. I am a peer. You are a peer. Bitcoin is not, hey, let's go and send it out randomly to the network, let it bounce around a mesh for a week, and come back in and hand it back to the other person. Bitcoin was IP to IP, which got stripped out, not because it was not secure. The not secure was other people like cops could pose as someone who's monitoring the network and capture my IP address and machine information and know that I've been buying drugs. That was what these people considered not secure. IP to IP is used every day. When you log onto your bank and you get that little green symbol saying it's okay because there's certificates, it's secure without man-in-the-middle attacks. Bitcoin can do that. We can encrypt communications between nodes. We can have people secured. We can make it so that any transaction you do over a certain sum will be recoverable if it's stolen. Peer-to-peer is person to person. It means building applications that are registered on a different peer network, peer-to-peer. While we're online, I scale because I hand my transaction to you, not everyone. One individual to another. I don't know why that's a hard concept. I actually thought peer-to-peer would be really easy for people to get. I mean, not we have a big community, one of us, join our cult. Hi, I'd like to trade. I'd like to buy a coffee. Here's my money. That's peer-to-peer. Peer-to-peer is not how do I steal files over an internet connection. Peer-to-peer is individuals dealing with each other. That's it. Nice and simple. So why are we looking at this? Because we have two networks. We have a node network. All this, oh, but government will seize our Bitcoin. If you're on a drug network, yes. If you're a terrorist funder, yes. If you're doing things that are illegitimate, illegal, and basically something that is abysmally bad, then yes, your money will be seized. And that will happen on BTC, and it will happen on Ethereum, and it will happen on frickin' Monero. And if you don't believe this, then you have not lived. Anyone who went through Black Friday knows when the Americans tell a banking system, stop, it stops. The Chinese exchanges aren't in China. They're mostly BVI or Caymans. Guess what? They're easy to stop, easy to seize. If a miner decides to go, fuck you, Craig, we're going to do it anyway, too bad. Imagine every single transaction that miner ever does will be invalid, no matter what address it goes to, because complete tracing on Bitcoin alerted to the network. Anyone receiving it can't spend it. Full stop. The miner can't sell that Bitcoin. The miner goes broke. You try running a $100 million network, running masses of electricity, having contracts that last 3 years. We're doing it. You try doing that and not getting paid. Dare you? You want to think we're in China, we can tell the rest of the world to fuck off, where and wherever. Too bad. The node network is an economically secured system. Anyone with their money linked to drugs on my network is going to be in trouble. So, 2 ways to send money. I remember writing this. If they're online, you connect. And it was an alpha version, so no, I didn't have DNS. I didn't have a whole lot of pretty things. I didn't have Paymail. I didn't have any of that stuff because it's a bloody alpha. So rather than removing all the things that are actually good in Bitcoin, how about making them work? I mean, that's what I expected people to do rather than, hey, how do we make it drug-friendly? So I want people to actually do commerce. I don't want people to be buying baggies. I want people to buy real services, cars, houses, coffee, shopping, and record it. Imagine being able to, if you're a business, pay your tax instantly. We have VAT over here. Instead of this idea that having to save money up and once a year pay VAT and go through all the audits, the hassles, or whatever else, just have it transmitted to the government. No fraud because you never see it. Quick, easy, and anyone who's run a small business will know VAT is a freaking nightmare. Having to actually keep the money, account for it, get it all right, it's horrible. Honestly, how about the government just gets their damn money and gets out of your hair? That's a good thing. No one bothers you. Yay. You can do your business. How about you actually allow people to get on all about this stuff? So, not about micropayments. I keep hearing this one. Bitcoin was never designed to be electronic cash. Satoshi really meant it to be digital gold. He just didn't know what cash meant. Yeah, so it was designed to provide peer-to-peer micropayments. This was the Holy Grail. This has been something people have been working on forever. Bitcoin was not the first proof-of-work system. Back in 1994, PPay, Rivest from RSA scheme, did all that stuff. Zuku knows all this stuff, so stop lying. Zuku was part of Mojo Nation, which I ripped some of the stuff off from. What can we say? Good coders don't always write their own code. So anyway, I don't want things that are large. When I said these things, I talked about fractions of a penny. I said dropping things in as if it was a vending machine where you drop in pennies. I meant that. Digital payment at small scale. All about volume, transactions, super high volume. This is what I want. I want billions of transactions every day, every minute. I want Google not to sell your lives and track you for advertising. 56,000 searches a second. I want those paid for at a fraction of a cent. And Google will make more money. And they will deliver something you want. When I search right now on Google, I get a page full of shit. Because they sit there going, oh, I believe you talked about this 5 minutes ago. I should add that to your search. Hey, didn't you mention Hawaii? Would you like to go for a holiday there? No, I don't. So, quite frankly, I want to pay for my services. And even people in places like Africa who can earn money doing this, can set up peer networks, will at the same time not be disincentivized. Imagine you're a poor African guy and you can earn a few cents by doing uptime SV, and you can pay for all your searches in the day 1/10 of a cent. I see that as a net positive. You make more money than it costs you if you're going to put a bit of effort in. You don't have enough money? Earn a little bit. Let your phone be used as a bridge in something like a peer Wi-Fi network that can be incentivized. Every peer network between 1991 and 2001 failed for one reason: no incentives. No one could make them work because no one had the right incentive model, because no one could get micropayments. So I want everyone to start thinking what this means. Micropayments matter. Decentralization. This is the biggest lie in crypto. There is one and only one thing that makes any system decentralized in this space. You can't change the fucking rules. Decentralization is decentralization of power when we're talking about it. If I'm the Ethereum Foundation and I say, well, we're now going to move over to proof of stake and try widget application number 59 for this week and totally change the protocol again because it would be cool, then I am dictating. If I'm a French guy and I go, oui, oui, I'd like all your money, you should pay me because I'm French. I do like some French people, just one particular one that's a bit annoying. Then that's called not decentralized. It's not about voting the way that everyone says. You vote to enforce. Policemen enforce. Policemen in normal countries where everyone actually wants to live, not North Korea, policemen in those countries don't get to set the rules. Enforcement means you follow the rules. If you don't like the rules I created when I created Bitcoin, make your own. Compete with me. Just don't steal my damn database. So, it is not code is law. Code is law is a stupid idea made by children who think judges don't have any clue and law never keeps up with technology. Bullshit. Lawyers get it. They don't need to be able to code, just like I can go to a doctor without being able to do brain surgery on myself. So, Bitcoin is not about anarchy. It's not, well, it is actually political, but it's not about politics. It wasn't meant to be political. It's become political. So, we have this system here. We have all this stuff that people go, you can't touch my system because it's outside of the law. Yes, well, Bitcoin has matured. I'm sorry. It is bigger than your mum's basement now. People with real jobs who've actually gone outside and don't have sort of neck beards and know what a woman actually looks like outside of the porn page, will start to realize that people like to interact with other people. You know, physically. Sometimes we even share coffee. And if we had Bitcoin sort of in some of these shops still, we could buy coffee with Bitcoin. You know, use it, not put it under the bed and hope that it goes up in price until everyone in the world owns a Lamborghini, mythically. Because you never sell to get that Lamborghini because then you'll get two.